Good evening and welcome to the special presentations of the City Council of the City of Moreno Valley. Today is September 3rd, called to order at 5:45 p.m. Our first order of business is a business spotlight, Ben Clymer's The Body Shop. Located around the block at 22335 Alessandro Boulevard, Ben Clymer's The Body Shop has been serving the community of Moreno Valley for almost 20 years. Ben Clymer's The Body Shop is a family-owned shop that makes each client feel like they are part of the Clymer family. No matter how big or small the collision, their goal is to get you back on the road safe. Ben Clymer's The Body Shop specializes on collision repair, paint, bodywork, glass, and more, using only factory body parts. At Ben Clymer's, they believe that cars lead to opportunity, and for over 10 years, they have repaired vehicles to give to families in need. Ben Clymer's opened their doors in Moreno Valley in 2002 and have taken pride in investing in the community by hiring locally and have stayed due to the business-friendly environment. Today, we recognize Ben Clymer's The Body Shop with this business spotlight video. Please roll the video.
Ben Clymer's The Body Shop has been servicing Moreno Valley since 2002. With attention to detail and quality workmanship, we make repairs a hassle-free experience. We do collision repair, paint, bodywork, and glass, using only OEM-certified parts to provide the best quality to you. We are one of AAA's top 10 body shops in Southern California and the only Verifax medallion shop in Moreno Valley. Ben Clymer's The Body Shop, your #1 auto collision specialist in Moreno Valley.
If we can have the Clymers come forward. Okay, so on behalf of the City Council and the City of Moreno Valley, we give you a copy of the video that you just saw, so you could put it on social media, your webs, everywhere, anything you want to do. Would you like to say a few words?
I just wanted to essentially thank the council and the mayor for the opportunity. We've been in Moreno Valley since 2002. We've been doing business in Southern California since 1990. And actually this coming month, we're going to fix our 100,000th vehicle for families all in the area. So which location is going to get it? I don't know that one yet, but that's why we're passionate about fixing cars and then restoring them and giving them to families in need. Moreno Valley, we gave away 39th car, and next week we give away number 40. So again, to the council and the mayor, thank you.
Thank you. So on behalf of the council, we present you with a certificate that you can hang proudly in your business. And thank you so much for doing business in Moreno Valley. And thank you for what you do to for the community when you repair a car and just give it away to someone in need. Because, you know, I can't imagine the joy that they feel just receiving a free car that is given to them so that they can move on in their life. So thank you so much. Let's give Ben Clymer's another round of applause. The next presentation is recognition of the police officer of the first quarter. Mayor Exton Gutierrez will speak and present a certificate of recognition to Deputy Christy Bellavia.
All right. Congratulations. Okay, great. All right, so good evening, everyone. On behalf of the City Council and as Mayor, we want to congratulate Bellavia for her outstanding work with the Sheriff's Department, Moreno Valley Station. And so we do these Officer of the Quarter, and she is our department officer of the first quarter. So just to tell you a little bit about Deputy Bellavia, she is currently the Youth Accountability Team Liaison at the Moreno Valley Station and deals with at-risk youth who commit crime. The Deputy Bellavia constantly works with juveniles throughout Moreno Valley Unified and juvenile probation to lead the juveniles away from crime and drugs. In this assignment, Deputy Bellavia has fostered relationships with numerous juveniles who have had success based on her interactions. But more importantly, she's actually helped with a major large-scale investigation that we actually had a few months ago, where actually the Central Homicide Unit kept her because of her familiar knowledge with the juveniles in the YAP program, or the Youth Accountability Program. Her knowledgeable experiences with the Moreno Valley Unified School District, adolescents, and juvenile probation system also were a valuable asset. Deputy Bellavia demonstrated herself as a fine member of the Riverside Sheriff's Department at the Moreno Valley Station, and we would like to officially commend her for the outstanding work during the quarter. The city of Moreno Valley is quite fortunate to have officers like her here in our city, so congratulations. And here tonight, we have Lieutenant and Division Commander Michael Kohler. So Lieutenant Kohler, would you care to say a few words?
Certainly. Yeah. I just want to take a moment to speak on behalf of the entire Sheriff's Department, but specifically Moreno Valley Station. Deputy Bellavia, I'm sure, is nervous standing up here with us. She doesn't look for any of these accolades, but she and I have had the opportunity to work side by side dating back as far as 2012. And the passion and the determination that she shows for our youth here in town specifically, but all of her investigations, truly sets her apart among her peers. And this couldn't possibly be more well-deserved for one of our deputies. So I appreciate all of your work. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you to the mayor, to the council members, and also I've been in Moreno Valley since 2012 working here, and I love it here. Great. It's like my second home.
Awesome.
It is my second home. Maybe my first sometimes.
Good. Good. We'll get into the picture right here.
Congratulations, Deputy Christy Bellavia. Let's give her another round of applause. The following presentation is recognition of Miss Moreno Valley title holders. Councilmember Thornton will speak and present certificates of recognition.
Good evening. Tonight, we would like to recognize the achievements and the service of the Miss Moreno Valley Scholarship Pageant title holders. Could you come join me, ladies? Hey, nice to see you. Okay. These young ladies have been recognized for their contributions to the betterment of their community as well as academic excellence and community involvement. Ms. Priyanka Verma was nominated as Miss Moreno Valley and is a 2019 graduate of Valley View High School and plans to attend San Diego State University. Ms. Renee Walters was nominated Miss Teen Moreno Valley and is a sophomore at Canyon Springs High School's Go Cougars, where she is involved in associate student body. Ms. Kylie Ann Marie Tolofilo was selected as a little sister of the title holders at the young age of 6 years old. She currently attends Innovative Horizon Charter School, participates in the CYSC cheer team for Moreno Valley, and attends Rancho Belago Dance Company in Moreno Valley. Finally, yet importantly, we have Joy Aliana Laquadanum, who was also nominated as a little sister of the title holders. She is 7 years old and second grade and attends Moreno Elementary. Her favorite subject is math, currently in softball for Moreno Valley Diamond Girls Softball, and Joy is always eager to learn and help when needed. The City Council would like to recognize these energetic and giving young ladies, as well as the Moreno Valley Scholarship Pageant, for encouraging our local youth to engage in community service and take an active role in community enhancement and mentorship. Thank you very much.
All this beauty and cuteness in Moreno Valley. Let's give them another round of applause. All right, now, the final presentation is a proclamation recognizing National Preparedness Month. Preparedness Month. Tongue twister. Councilmember Cabrera will speak and present a proclamation to Emergency Management Program Manager, Ms. Bricker.
Good evening. And today we would like to recognize several of our folks here at the City of Moreno Valley for National Preparedness Month. And I want to go ahead and call you up here from the beginning. So if you can all please join us here out at the front, if we can give them a round of applause as well. And so tonight we would like to recognize all of our amazing team for prioritizing safety here, not only in our city, but in other cities as well, whenever the call comes in. And to that end, the City Council stands with the Office of Emergency Management to encourage our residents to be proactive and prepare for emergencies before they occur. Residents may find numerous helpful resources through the Office of Emergency Management and at ready.gov to identify local partners, build neighborhood teams, and set goals to increase the likelihood that our neighbors, friends, and family will have the necessary tools to plan and minimize the impact of disasters or emergencies in our community. And you also, through your office, you run the CERT program as well, right? And so that program, you maybe can share a little bit more about that, but it's residents, it's people who live here in our community who take that training and help people like you who during disasters or anything like that, our residents go out to these disasters and help. They're hands-on, they're boots on the ground, and they're a blessing, really. It's truly a blessing. And so in the spirit of community solidarity and to raise awareness of the many benefits that being prepared has to offer, the City Council hereby proclaims September as National Preparedness Month. And we have a proclamation here which reads, whereas the City of Moreno Valley recognizes a need to increase public awareness concerning the importance of preparing for emergencies and to persuade individuals to take action by preparing a disaster supply kit, creating a family emergency plan, and knowing hazards. And whereas members of a community are often the first to take action after disaster strikes and before first responders arrive. And so the City of Moreno Valley takes this time following the devastating wildfires of 2018 and the recent Ridgecrest earthquakes in July of 2019 to remind our community of the importance of being prepared for any disaster. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the mayor and the city council of the city of Moreno Valley, on behalf of its citizens and staff, hereby recognizes September 3rd, 2019 as National Preparedness Day and September as the month, and encourage all members of the community to be proactive in preparing for emergencies and disasters in order to help the overall community. And here tonight, accompanied by her team, we have Emergency Management Program Manager Suzette Bricker to share a few words.
Good evening, Mayor, council members. Just wanted to thank everybody for continuing to recognize September as National Preparedness Month, as we are all watching, anticipating the effects of Hurricane Dorian right across the country. It just goes to show you that we do need to make sure that we're better prepared at all times. The CERT program, which you referred to, we have held numerous classes here throughout the city. We are on our 5th one for this year. We started a Spanish one in 2017, so we're really making sure that we're hitting all of our demographics and making sure that we get as many people to understand the true necessity of being prepared. The other piece of our program is ensuring that all of our community members understand the need to register so that they are aware of when there are issues. So getting people to register on the city's Alert Mobile is one of our key factors and part of what we will be truly pushing out as September's National Preparedness Month. Thank you.
Actually, get on the second step. There we go. Awesome. All right, big smile, everyone. One more for safety. All right. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, good more.
Let's give another round of applause to our emergency management team. And that concludes our special presentations. The city council meeting will convene in just a few minutes.
So Steve, just let Good evening and welcome to the joint meeting of the City Council of the City of Moreno Valley Community Services District, City as Successor Agency for the Community Redevelopment Agency of the City of Moreno Valley Housing Authority, Moreno Valley Public Financing Authority, and the Board of Library Trustees. The City Council receives a separate stipend for CSD meetings. I now call this meeting to order on September 3rd, 2019 at 6:05 p.m. The Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Frank Wright. Please remain standing for the invocation, which will be given by Pastor Gabriel Carson from Moreno Christian Assembly.
Shall we stand and honor the color of our flags that represents all the liberty we have in this country in the following by saying, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Pray. Heavenly Father, we do thank you for the opportunity that we have tonight to gather to discuss the matters of our city. We thank you that you have assembled this group together, and the dreams and the plans are big, and they're bigger than any one person. It requires a room full of people committed to this task of your city here. Lord, we do thank you that your word says that without plans, things will fail, but with many advisors, they may succeed. So God, we thank you and we acknowledge that without you, all that we have, the peace, the unity, the success we have, Lord, without you, it would be all for naught. But God, with you, we can accomplish many things. So God, we invite your presence here tonight. We don't want to do this without you. We want to go with you and with your blessing. I pray for wisdom and guidance for all that happens this evening. In your name, amen.
Thank you, Pastor. All right. Before we get, let's go to staff. Actually, Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Yes, sir. Councilmember Thornton.
Present.
Councilmember Marquez.
Here.
Councilmember Cabrera.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Baca.
Here.
Mayor Gutierrez.
Here. Staff introductions, please.
Pat Hawkes Nares, City Clerk.
Jessica Lambarena, Administrative Assistant.
Marshall Ironman, Chief Financial Officer, City Treasurer.
Martin Kazanowicz, City Attorney.
Tom DeSantis, City Manager.
Alan Brock, Assistant City Manager.
Mike Lee, Economic Development Director.
Patty Nevins, Planning Official.
Mike Kohler, Sheriff Station Administration Lieutenant.
Kathleen Sanchez, Director, Human Resources.
Patty Solano, Parks and Community Services Director.
Michael Wolf, Director of Public Works, City Engineer.
Okay, thank you. Before we get into public comments on non-agenda items, we're going to go to consent calendar really quick. Move to joint consent calendar sections A through E. All items listed under the consent calendar sections A, B, C, D, and E are considered to be routine and non-controversial and may be enacted by one motion. The motion to adopt the consent calendars is deemed to be a separate motion by each agency and shall be recorded by the city clerk. Items withdrawn for report or discussion will be heard after public hearing items. So at this time, if there's any items that you'd like to have discussed, please press your request, or if not, we'll just move forward. Okay. Seeing none, Madam Clerk, any public comments on consent?
None.
Okay, I entertain a motion to approve.
Move to approve.
Okay, motion by Mayor Pro Tem Baca, second by Councilmember Marquez. Okay, please vote. All right. Motion passes. We'll go straight to general business. A municipal code amendment to expand the current noticing requirements and delete required findings for conformity with the redevelopment plan. I believe this was discussed prior, so reported community development. Nevins? Okay.
Thank you, Mayor. In June, at the City Council study session, there was a discussion of public noticing for projects that require public hearing. Staff was directed to return to the council with a zoning ordinance amendment that would expand the noticing radius from 300 feet to 600 feet. That amendment is before you. We did include one other minor item, which is pertaining to findings for certain items where the findings required redevelopment finding is no longer applicable. So that's just a minor amendment that we tagged onto this, but primarily this is about your public noticing requirement. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
All right. Any council questions of staff? Okay. Seeing none, any public comments on this item, Madam Clerk?
None.
Okay. Entertain a motion by council to approve staff's recommendations numbers 1 and 2. Who was the motion? Okay. Motion by Mayor Pro Tem Baca, second by Councilmember Thornton.
I'm sorry.
All right. Great. And the motion passes. Okay. We'll go to items on non-agenda.
It didn't take your vote, Councilmember Marquez.
Oh, okay. Motion passes. All right. We'll go to items on non-agenda items. Madam Clerk, public comments on non-agenda items. How many speakers do we have?
Right now we have, this one already passed. So right now we have 4.
Okay. We'll do 2 minutes. Call the first 3.
Eileen Flores, Barbara Baxter, and Carolyn Brodeur.
Can you change it to from out of that screen, City Clerk?
Okay.
Thanks. All right, appreciate it. All right. Good evening, Eileen.
Evening. Good evening, Mayor and City Council members. My name is Eileen Flores, your representative from Southern California Edison. I'm here to provide a brief update on SCE's wildfire mitigation plan. As you already know, wildfires have devastated our state. 10 of California's most destructive wildfires have occurred since 2015. At SCE, our top priority is ensuring the safety of our customers, communities, and employees, and we're working hard to reduce wildfire risk throughout our service territory. In February 2019, we filed our wildfire mitigation plan with the California Public Utilities Commission, also known as the CPUC, and it has been approved by regulators. In short, this plan will further harden our infrastructure, bolster situational awareness capabilities, enhance operational practices, and harness the power of data and technology to help mitigate wildfire risk. We continue to harden our infrastructure by replacing more than 150 miles of power lines with covered conductor. These power lines are covered with insulated material that mitigates the risk of sparks occurring when a foreign object makes contact with an energized line, which for SCE has been the leading cause of ignitions. We're installing additional equipment such as fast-acting fuses and automatic reclosers in high fire risk areas. We're inspecting all of our overhead power lines and equipment in high fire risk areas to identify and remediate potential issues outside of standard inspection cycles. Our inspections have involved the use of helicopters. We're also doing a lot to enhance our operational practices. We've launched a robust vegetation management program. We've also been enhancing our public safety power shutoff program, also known as PSPS, which is the practice of preemptively turning off power during high fire risk weather conditions. Additional information is at sce.com/wildfires. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eileen, and I appreciate it for coming to us. And we're also available for any meetings as well. So if you ever want to give us a presentation.
Yes, that would be great
you
because
could do
trying
that
to
too.
get all the information in 3 minutes is really hard. I was trying not to talk really fast.
And
I'd love to set up a meeting.
Are these programs that you started as a result of some of the things that happened in the last year?
These are actual things that have been long-standing practices that we have been doing, but now we're increasing them, enhancing them because of the changes that we're experiencing in California and our overall climate. So in addition to what we've already been doing, we're increasing what we're doing to help mitigate wildfires.
Thank you.
And we'd love for the community to also learn more about it too.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Appreciate it. Okay, next 3 speakers, we have Barbara Baxter, Carolyn Brodeur, and Martin Wallace. Okay, good evening.
Good evening. I'm waiting for my clock. Okay, here we go.
Hi, my name's Barbara Baxter, president of Trail Seekers Moreno Valley. What a segue that September is indeed Disaster Preparedness Month. And I'd like to again come before the council and the people of Moreno Valley and let them know on September 21st, that's 3 Saturdays from now, the Trail Seekers in conjunction with the city of Moreno Valley will be hosting a Equine Disaster Preparedness Expo at the Moreno Valley Equestrian Center from 10 to 2. We invite you all to come out. And that was a great segue that you just happened to have this presentation tonight. Secondly, piggybacking on SCE, we have applied and have gotten a grant from SCE for some work to be done at the Equestrian Center as well. So we are excited about having our event coming up soon. And as a headliner, we are ecstatic that we have our opening comments will be made by none other than Sheriff Chad Bianco. So we are happy to have him on board with this. Mounted posses, people that are in the community that have something to do if a disaster strikes. These are the people you're going to look to for guidance. And we call it an Equine Disaster Preparedness Expo because our focus is on the horse community and the wildfires that we have so frequently in this area. We know the canyons are full of horse properties, and it's important to learn about things before you need them. It's more than the notion to try and get a 1,000-pound animal into a trailer under good conditions. But when there's danger and he's excited, you're excited, everyone's excited, it's more than a notion to do that. Also, we'd like to invite the community. You may not have horses, you may not know anything about horses, but you may be next door neighbors to a horse, and you may have to help somebody else with their animals. So we, again, invite you all out. I wholeheartedly think it would be a good event to host every year, and that's what we're going with this time. It's just going to be something small, but in the future, it will be major. Thank you again for your time, and my time is up.
Thank you. And you said September 21st?
September 21st from 10 to 2.
From 10 to 2.
Correct.
All right. Thank you. All right.
Not horse related.
Okay, next 3 speakers, please.
Carolyn Brodeur, Martin Wallace, and Luis Palomares.
And if the other 2 can get ready, please. Thank you.
Hi, I just wanted to tell my opinion about the 60 West Freeway. I think you're on the RCTC commission. Nobody here, but yeah, you are, right? Yeah, I think so. I voted for you. So there's a big problem with the traffic on the 60 westbound freeway, and it seems like every other day there's an accident. One of the big problems is there's a carpool lane that doesn't need to be there. I don't know if you've ever taken the 215 south from Moreno Valley to Temecula. There is no carpool lane. All the way from the 215 south of Moreno Valley to Temecula, there is no carpool lane. We do not need a carpool lane on the 60 west in Moreno Valley. It doesn't need to be there. Don't need one. What we need is a lane for general traffic. The right 2 lanes of traffic are the lanes that the trucks can drive in. So I'm driving to work Monday through Friday to Corona. I am a teacher in Corona, and Monday through Friday, I get stuck behind trucks because I can't take the other lane, which is a carpool lane. I do see a lot of people taking the carpool lane who aren't carpooling, okay? But we need to get rid of it. Turn it back to a general traffic lane. There is no reason that we need a carpool lane, especially during the worst traffic times. Driving behind a truck is like driving in the fog because you can't see what's ahead of you. Okay, and then you got motorcyclists, going, so that's, people want to get out from behind the trucks. Trucks move constantly. They don't want to be behind the slower trucks. You have slow trucks and slower trucks. And God bless our truck drivers. We need our trucks. But, it's kind of a pain when you're stuck behind them. Sometimes they're like this right in front of you, and you can't get over. You're trapped. So, and then you get to work all upset and everything. But anyway, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Carolyn. And we'll get you in touch with your council representative so that we can maybe have a meeting and talk about that, and also the RCTC person as well. Okay? Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
My name is Martin Wallace. I work for Falcon Engineering, and I represent RCTC on the, a little scary at the moment, on the truck lanes improvement project that's happening in the Badlands here. I'm sure most of you have experienced already that we shut down the westbound entirely and moved it over so there's only 1 lane each direction. We chose to do this as a permanent 6-month closure so that we could speed up the entire process instead of trying to do it piecemeal and having different closures. So this will make it much faster, even though it's an annoyance for now. So I'm pretty sure you all know about that already, but I just wanted to really emphasize that's a very dangerous section of road at the best of times, which is why we're doing the work there to improve the safety. With construction there, with our crews very near traffic, much closer than most of us would be comfortable with getting ourselves, it's become really dangerous, and we'd really like people to pay attention to the speed limits. It's slower through there now than it used to be. And pay attention when you're going through there so that we can keep the accidents to a minimum. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Martin. Okay, next speaker is Luis Palomares.
Give me a minute, please. Gotta get my breath. Okay, community activist Luis Palomares. Okay, we were here last time, and David Marquez, hey, the council right here is great. David Marquez made a fool out of himself again. I thought we were in a court of law. I really did. I thought he was the DA. He had our chief of police and our fire chief on the witness stand. Come on, you should hold yourself to a higher standard. And you know my name is Palomares. I think you do that on purpose, Palomera. You know, come on, after 10 years, come on, David, get with it. And you know, you said I hate your family. I don't even know your family to hate them. I don't like you. The community, a lot of community members don't like you because you've been in several recall tents. You were involved in a petitioning to get people off the council. That's why we don't like you. We, the community. You know, you were tearing down signs when Lowe was running for the seat, the third seat. We seen you. Also, you know, there was a program we got dismantled from Armada Elementary. There was at least 50 kids in that program. And just because you didn't like the parents were supporting Victoria Pro Tem Baca right here, you made sure you went to the school district and had that program dismantled. Where did these kids go? These were at-risk kids. They were all involved in music. They did beautiful little shows. That's why we, the community, don't like you. Hate, don't flatter yourself. I don't got enough energy to hate anybody. I just don't like what you've done here as a council member. You know, but who else? That's you, David Marquez. What else is new? Come on, give me a break. And you know, sending out hit pieces on our mayor, lying about our council. Oh, somebody on the council, my colleagues did this, did that. Accusing the staff of not giving you your homework. They give it to you on Thursday. You can get it any time. But you know, you didn't do your homework, so you're blaming the staff. There was other meetings you did that. That's why we, the community, don't like you. And when your year's up in a year and 4 months, we're running a campaign against you. So know that. Hate, don't flatter yourself, please.
Okay. All right. Any more public comments, Madam Clerk?
No more speakers.
Okay. Closing the public comment period. We'll move straight to reports. Okay. Mayor Pro Tem Baca, March Joint Powers Commission.
Thank you, Mayor. Tonight I'm providing an update from the March Joint Powers Commission meeting that was held on August 28th. At that meeting, the Commission approved an extension of the Memorandum of Understanding with Hillwood to September 2020. Hillwood is moving through the CEQA process to develop 2 industrial buildings totaling 2.2 million square feet on a vacant parcel west of the March Inland Port Airport. And that concludes my report.
Okay. Thank you. All right. City Manager's report.
Good evening, Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, members of the council. A brief report for a brief meeting. I just want to thank you for unanimously approving creation of the Parks and Community Services Subcommittee. I'm really looking forward to that as a venue to engage you in development of programs and services for our community. I believe our staff will benefit greatly from the insight you bring to these conversations. That concludes my report.
Okay, thank you. City Attorney's report.
Nothing tonight. Thank you very much,
Okay.
Mayor.
Thank you. Councilmember Dr. Thornton. It leads us to concluding comments.
All right, thank you so much, Mayor. I just wanted to make a couple comments to remind people to drive safely and slowly. We've had a number of horrible car accidents that resulted in death and injury, and so I'm just going to encourage our residents to practice awareness driving and not be distracted by their cell phones, and to drive slowly through the intersections. Lastly, the boards and commissions, we have a number of vacancies. Our staff is doing a tremendous job of trying to do outreach. They're at every event with a booth with applications to fill our boards and commissions. If you're someone that really values civic engagement and giving back to the community, this is a great opportunity to learn about certain boards, such as the Environmental and Historical Preservation Board. We have the Senior Citizens, is it a board or commission? Board, a traffic commission. So there's lots of opportunity, and I want to encourage you to go to our website to fill out an application. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Councilmember Dr. Thornton. We have Councilmember Marquez.
Thank you, Mayor. Just to remind everybody for Saturday on base, the military annual picnic. I'll be out there barbecuing about 1,000 patties for the families out there. So all the military and veterans get on base, come on out Saturday for the annual picnic out there. It'll be fun. They'll have stuff for the kids to do, and it'll be pretty nice. This past week, I attended a summit for veterans at the UCR, and this summit was about jobs for veterans. We had a full house there. We had a couple of veterans spoke about their health problems and what the VA has done for them. A lot of the veterans that were there wasn't aware of all these programs, and we just need to get out to the public more and more, social media, about medical help and stuff like that. So it was very successful. We had them all over from Southern California attend. So, and other than that, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Cabrera.
Thank you, Mayor. And usually have a lot to say during closing comments, but I'll keep it very short. I think Mayor Pro Tem Baca will probably bring this up, but Youth Fest is coming this Saturday. It's in her district. Also, we're not going to have a council meeting next Tuesday, but we do have the El Grito coming up on September 15th. And, last but not least, Labor Day was yesterday. So just want to, acknowledge everyone here who does a really good job and, works hours and hours nonstop to keep the city running, and do what we have to do and take care of our residents, fix the streets, take care of our parks, create new programs, open new libraries, protect our people. And so with that, I will conclude my closing comments today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mayor Pro Tem Baca.
Thank you. Yes, I want to make sure that everyone gets ready for El Grito. It's always on September 15th, and it's so far it's always been at Moreno Valley College. Bring your lawn chairs, bring your family. There's a lot of food vendors, a lot of activities going on, and we're going to have a great event for you with a lot of baile folklorico and singers, and it's just a great event. Please come out September 15th at Moreno Valley College. It's a free event, and bring your lawn chairs and enjoy the day. The Youth Fest is this weekend. It's coming. So it's a great event. And, of course, parents, please bring your kids. And teenagers, bring your younger brothers and sisters. It's a great event. It's something to encourage our youth to get involved and to look for opportunities for the future, whether it's school, career, and look for mentors that will help you. And if you need help, there's always someone here at City Hall that's willing to take you by the hand and guide you, including myself and our council. This Saturday, we also have a competing event. We have the Sunny Mead cleanup from Sunny Mead Boulevard, beginning at the freeway, where the entrance to our city, all the way to Paris Boulevard, and we'll be meeting at Steve Burgers. Please come out, and I'm pretty sure that you'll get a meal right after we do all the cleanup. So come, bring hats, because it's going to be really, really hot. But it's a great opportunity for everyone that not only complains, but is concerned with the way Sunny Mead Boulevard is looking today. So this is your opportunity to come out and help us to keep the city looking great. And I just want to say that I know that a lot of people are concerned with the violence that has been taking place in our city, but I want to commend and congratulate our first responders. I know that our Moreno Valley Police Department is there in a New York minute, for lack of a better term. But they're there quickly rendering aid, and this is top priority anytime we have a catastrophe that takes place in our city. So just want to give a shout out to our police department for all the work they do and actually the danger that they put themselves in to keep us safe. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Baca. For my report, just keep it brief. In the past couple weeks, we actually had the State of the City. So that was a great event. And the key part of that State of the City in my speech that I provided was that we've actually created 20,000 new jobs in just the last 6 years. 20,000 new jobs. Also, this past year, we've invested more money into public safety, so we're making sure that we're doing that with our citywide camera program, our shot spotter gun technology program that we're implementing as well. And then finally, the roads. So we are investing in the roads. We do hear the community, the residents speaking about this. So we have invested millions of dollars, and in fact, $12 million this coming year. About a couple weeks ago, I also attended the Moval Learns, I guess, kickoff event that we can call it. So this is the first inaugural class of 50 students, actually kind of the second class, but the second 50 bunch of students where we're actually helping them go to college. So we're actually helping them actually pay for college while they're working as well. So it's a way to overcome that earn versus learn dilemma. So a lot of times students have to choose work instead of school. So this way they can actually choose to earn while they learn. So while they're working, they can also learn as well. And so we provide stipends to them for 8 months and wraparound services for them throughout the year. So I'm really excited about that program. I mean, the residents were just really happy. We had these huge checks that we cut out, and Mike, you were there, and it was just a fantastic event. And so I want to thank you, Mike, and also Jackie, especially too, because she did a lot of work. Thank you. I do want to mention to the community that we have these new citizen guidebooks, and I was looking over them, and they're really great. Looks like this, so I really would encourage anyone to pick one of these up at City Hall. It's called the Citizens Guidebook, Fiscal Years 2019 through 2021, and it talks about basically our local government, the city council, general information, how many lights we have, how to report issues, our finances that we have in the city, but more importantly also our strategic plan and our priorities and where we want to go. So economic development, public safety, library, infrastructure, all of those different things, beautification, and youth programs. So it's really, I was looking at it and I was like, oh wow, like this is something that we got to highlight. Because it also explains to residents that we don't actually get a lot of money as a city. For every dollar, we're only getting like 13 cents, or so, of sales tax revenue. So we have to keep that in mind. And so highly encourage that. And I do want to commend our public safety team, including fire department, but also our police department. And I do want to suggest to the residents that if you do see a problem, to report that issue. Like, for example, somebody reported that there were some drug sales that were going on, by the Sunnymead area, and I do got to say that the police took care of that right away. So, thank you for that. Even sometimes if there's homeless folks that are, aggressively panhandling or something like that, our POP team took care of that as well. So, we just have to report these issues so that way we can try to get them resolved and follow up with that. So, you guys do a great job, so thank you. Okay. All right, so we're going to adjourn this meeting at 6:34 p.m. No, sorry, 6:32 p.m.